So I'm back, guys. Before I go back to that video I ended the last stream on and was gonna start this stream with, I actually found this. I got this soundbite isolated here of Brett Cooper admitting she is a feminist. So we're gonna play that.
That is actually equality. Shocking. Like, that guy was like, I'm a feminist. I do believe in, equality between men and women. That is feminism. And in that sense, if we're just leaving it at that statement, I would say that I am a feminist. Before I
Got him. That's getting clipped. Got him.
sense, if we're just leaving it at that statement, I would say that I am a feminist. Before I learned about third wave feminism and I saw how far they went, I was proud to say, oh yeah, I'm a feminist. I want to empower women. I'm not some docile, quiet, meek girl. If you guys watch my show, you know that. I obviously want the same opportunities. I'm going to fight to be in the room with my male peers, but feminism has gone so much farther than that.
I think we shared enough of that. All right, this is the video. We're going to share this tab instead. This is the video I stopped the last stream on. This chick here seems to think MGTOW and Black Pill are the same thing, and obviously they're not. So we need to correct her on that. This is a video the Modern King did. I haven't watched very much of his shit, but he seems to be a decent enough channel, so you might check him out if you want.
This one's for the men who hate women. The Black Pill movement.
Wrong, lady. I need to look who this lady is. I'm sure her channel's got to be a gold mine of response content. Wonder if he has it on here. I'm not seeing it on here. I know Chronic responded to this chick, and I remember Hammerhand responded to this chick, but I don't know what the original video is. Anyway. No, MGTOW don't hate anybody. MGTOW is not anti anybody. MGTOW is for normal men.
Men or MGTOW is a group of men who have left
Again, Black Pill and MGTOW are not the same thing.
the dating market. They have deleted all dating apps. They are no longer asking women on dates, and they have no intention of ever getting married.
So you say MGTOW and you cite Andrew Tate as your representative of MGTOW. That's not, I don't think Andrew Tate represents MGTOW or Black Pill. I don't think there's any Black Pillar or MGTOW that would say Andrew Tate represents us. I don't think any of either of those groups would say Andrew Tate is our representative. Maybe the pickup roach community would say, oh yeah, that's our guy, but we're not pickup roaches.
I don't think many men actually benefit from marriages or relationships anymore.
In fact, they strongly discourage any romantic feelings towards the opposite sex at all.
Women seem...
I mean, yeah, monks would encourage you to not pursue romance, but, confirmed bachelors like me, hey, do it at your own risk. No marriage, no cohabitation, no additional unwanted children equals no problems. So,
see men going their own way as a threat and are trying to stop it.
I'm worried that you've hitched your trailer on the back of a movement that is bound for self-destruction.
Again, we're not a movement, and why do you care? Why do you care?
And that is the Black Pill movement. Or
no, MGTOW is not Black Pill. Bottom line is, Black Pill I see as blue pill with no hope. If blue pillars lost all hope, they became a little bit red pill aware that looks do matter, but they tried to apply that, and maybe they were too lazy, I don't know, and they didn't fully look smacks or whatever. The way I see Black Pill ends on a rope. That's where the Black Pill leads you. You lose hope. you're never going to achieve the blue pill delusion, and you end up on a rope. That's black pill. You can ask 100 black pillars, and they'll give you 100 different definitions of what black pill is. But ultimately, most of them seem to be pretty nihilistic, seem to be pretty doomer, seem to be pretty, hey, life isn't worth living, that kind of thing. And red pill MGTOW is very much anti that. So we're on different ends of that spectrum. So to say we're the same thing is not cool.
Or MGTOW.
Getting married to
and it shows that you didn't do very much research. It shows that Miss Conservative thing here, Miss, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm trying to back up. Oh, this is full screen. Oh yeah, I'm not on a mobile device. It shows little Miss Conservative thought thing here. Thinks that Wikipedia is a good source for gathering information, and it's like Wikipedia is our enemy.
Movement or MGTOW.
Getting married to a Western woman is setting yourself up for destruction. Choosing to not date or marry protects you from the destruction that commonly comes with it.
And it's true that marriage rates are falling. In 1970, the marriage rate in the US was over 76%.
Yeah, in 1970, we didn't have no-fault fucking divorce. Thank you, Ronald fucking Reagan. Thank you for that.
Now it's at an abysmal 31%. And even if a man manages to get married under these circumstances, the Black Pill movement notes that he doesn't always have age.
Again, you're conflating MGTOW and Black Pill. Black Pill, you could say, is a movement, I suppose. But MGTOW is not a movement. And you keep saying that they're the same thing, and they're not.
Agency over whether or not his marriage lasts. After all, more than 2/3 of divorces are initiated by women. Black pillars point out that family courts, particularly in the United States, but also in the Western world in general, grossly favor women over men.
Yeah, no kidding. You know why that is? It's because the judge, when they're ruling on a family court case, when they're ruling on your alimony, when they're ruling on your child support, if they rule that there is going to be alimony and child support, they get a cut of that for their pension. And who's more likely to be paying alimony and child support? Probably the man. That's why they rule the way they do, because it's in their own self-interest.
Specifically in cases about divorce, child custody, and alimony. The evidence? Approximately 90% of child custody agreements in the US give preference to the mother.
So you're arguing our case for us. So why would any man who's got any intelligence get married in this society?
On average, in the US,
incidentally, that conservatives like you created since Ronald Reagan gave us no-fault divorce. And if that's what conservatives stand for, I'm glad I'm not one anymore.
the mother is granted 65% of custody time, while fathers get just 35%. Get this.
Yeah, ask divorced guys. Is it really that way? I think it's more like 95% goes to the mother.
As of 2010, 97% of all alimony and spousal support are paid to women.
Right. So you're making our case for us.
This is despite 40% of all U.S. households being headed by female breadwinners. So men do get a bit screwed, if you ask me. So why
would we get married? Oh, this is be a perfect thumbnail right here. Maybe I need to clip this. This might be a good thumbnail. Oh, this is actually a good thumbnail. Wow. Screen capture. Do. Do I know how to pause or do I know how to pause? Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah. All right, cool.
Why even get married?
So what was the...
Yeah, you made our case for us. Thank you for that. That was the easiest argument I've ever had.
purpose of saying men going their own way is self-destructive when you agree with one of the main reasons why.
Just like women fall prey to the lies of feminism that have entrapped us for decades, lies about abortion, a career-first culture, birth control, men are just...
Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Can you explain to me how this is feminism? Black trans lives matter? What's this say? Trees east on my sensorless tits? Huh? Protect black trans lives. Trans women of color started Pride. No, I think Sodom and Gomorrah started Pride, actually. I think you're wrong there. And then this looks like that. This looks like that born again trad thought Michael Knowles has been interviewing that's been the Only Fools chick. That's what that looks like. I don't know if that's her or not, but that's what it looks like.
Culture, birth control. Men are just as capable of falling for detrimental lies.
Here's what you left out. Modern feminism was a lie and a trap that women fell for.
Mm-hmm.
Men going their own way is men setting themselves free from the harm and self-destruction that comes from relationships with women who have been indoctrinated by feminism.
Every day.
Yeah, that's a fact. The modern king's not lying right there. He's telling the truth.
Regular conservative men with good intentions are falling for the smoke and mirrors of black pillars who want you to believe that you're only a true conservative if you abstain from feelings, relationships, and sex with women. They fail to see the value in the very thing that true conservatism supports.
I wonder if she would be triggered if somebody tweeted at her "No hymen, no diamond." I imagine she probably would be offended by that. Because I kind of doubt this is a hymen possessor. This is probably not one that currently possesses a hymen. So she would probably be quite offended if you were to tweet that at her. But, you know. Shout out Undead Chronic for making me aware of no hymen, no diamond. So.
Family.
Huh. And they say we're the cult, and she's the one with people chanting on her video. They say we're a cult, but she's got people chanting. She's got dudes chanting on her video.
True conservatism supports family.
True conservatism is apparently a cult. Because cults do chanting. Cults do that kind of stuff. Yeah, they say MGTOW is a cult. We're not the ones out here like chanting.
True conservatism supports family.
MGTOW
That sounds like cult behavior right there.
isn't a movement, and it isn't the black pill. It's a philosophy.
Right?
If you took a couple minutes to do actual research, rather than looking at Wikipedia for an incorrect definition.
Right. Wikipedia run by our liberal enemies. Right. Yeah, that's where she got her information from.
Would realize it isn't misogynistic, nor does it spread hatred to women.
Men and women coexist in a society where they are legally equals. There are no exclusions.
Egalitarian. We're all equal. Except we're not fucking equal. That's the problem. Look at this. What is... I commented on this when Chronic first roasted this chick. What is going on with this here? The highlights here. We got like discount Tulsi Gabbard look here. What is this? This is dollar store Tulsi Gabbard. What are we doing here? What is this look? You're naturally a brunette. Everybody can freaking see that. But you got these fake blonde highlights here. What are you trying to prove, lady? Huh? Discount Tulsi Gabbard here. Dollar store Tulsi Gabbard. What are we doing? And kind of a sharp chin there. You want me to go full on roast? I can go full roast. I mean, but let's hear the argument. What's the argument?
Exclusive rights for men that I do not have access to. Still,
you're right. There are no rights that you as a woman have that are not the same rights men have. But there are rights that you have that men don't have. For example, you get pregnant It's up to you if you decide if you want to keep the kid or not. That's all 100% on you. The man has no say in that matter. That's just one example. When I turned 18, I had to sign up for selective service if I wanted to vote or receive welfare or any of a number of other things, certain government jobs. You didn't have to do that because you're a female. So how is that equal? I'm sorry. How is that equal? I have to sign up for selective service and you don't. How is that equal? Well, guess what? I'm not going to respond if they try and draft me to go fight for Israel. So
It's difficult to dispute that men aren't under attack. For one, women can freely hate men anywhere, in media, academia, entertainment.
Some of you are like, well, not all men. And of course, it's all men. Literally every single one of them.
yeah, women are horrible comedians. I mean, it's all men. Oh, I'm so fat. I'm going to tell some Amy Schumer jokes now about my punini and all the men I've had inside of it, because that's all I can do because I'm a woman. It's like, it's not funny, okay? It wasn't funny when Amy Schumer did those jokes. So stop.
Hate them, hate them, hate them. Someone was like, what about your dad? Especially my dad.
I know
Daddy issues, that's not good.
it's popular right now for female creators and influencers to say that, men can function without women and that they're so much better. Obviously, I disagree with the
A dog can function without fleas. Fleas cannot function without a dog. It's a fact.
feminist point of view that women are the better sex. But my hot take is, what if both of those are equally destructive because both genders need and depend on the other?
No, you're not right on that. A dog can live a perfectly healthy, normal life without ever being molested by a flea. A flea cannot survive without a dog. That's the difference.
The other.
Men don't need women, nor do we depend on them. I would call it a want. However, women do need and depend on men. The comfortable life men have built and fought to protect is the reason many feminists have the illusion they don't need men. But if we were to take it away, feminism would disappear with it.
Outside.
That's true. Feminism is definitely a luxury belief that we have here in the West. You don't see very many feminists out on the battlefield. You don't see very many feminists drilling oil. You don't see very many feminists in coal mines. You don't see very many feminists out on a crab fishing boat. Just saying. You don't see very many women loggers. You don't see very many women out stringing up power lines. Any of the dangerous shit, you don't really see women doing too much. You don't see too many women going out in the sewers, cleaning those out. You don't see very many women picking trash up. It's always the cushy office jobs and secretary jobs and teacher jobs and CEO jobs and things like that are fucking easy. That's what they seem to only want equality in. Seems like.
Side of relationship dangers are other systemic double standards against men. Falling college enrollment and graduation rates, rising depression and suicide rates. It's a war on men out there. These issues are real things that many conservatives, myself,
We had a glitch there. What's going on?
it's a war on men out there. These issues are real things that many conservatives, myself included, have observed and
Now you're being a pick-me, it sounds like.
spoken about because they need to be addressed. I can agree with some of the movement's diagnoses, even if I don't agree with its prescriptions.
The problem with this video is her conflating men going their own way with groups like Black Pill and incels.
Right?
And using
Now, I don't like using the word incel because it's commonly used as shaming language, but there are dudes that call themselves incels. There are so-called incel forums, that kind of thing. I've never been to one, and I have no interest in going to one, but I don't like using that kind of language. That's usually used by women to shame dudes that are obviously in that condition. I would like to see more incels finding MGTOW and going their own way, so we don't have Elliot Rodger situations, because he was an incel. He was a black pillar, I would say. So we don't want more Elliot Rodgers. We want less Elliot Rodgers. We want more guys going MGTOW, I think. Would probably be good. Probably be good for everybody if more guys that are on the edge got talked down from the edge and, you know, went MGTOW, went their own way, got their own hobbies, start maybe going to the gym, maybe living for themselves, maybe going get a dog, walking your dog. That's what I do. You know, it's great. It's wonderful seeing the joy I give my dog when she gets to go for a walk. I mean, this dog is excited. I mean, this is the highlight of her day if I take her for a walk. And I've gotten into a routine. I generally take her for a walk every day, unless it's like pouring rain. She's really lucky. Some days I get to take her on hikes. That's a super walk. She gets all kinds of new smells to smell, not just the routine going around the neighborhood smelling stuff. But yeah, it's a good time. But yeah, I would suggest any black pill incel guy, you should probably get a dog and start walking your dog at the very least. That's probably going to be good for your health. Excuse me. Oh.
Extreme examples from those groups that have no.
Nobody can say I haven't been touching grass. I've been breathing grass in all dang day. I'm allergic to this stuff.
Correlation to MGTOW to make her arguments about why MGTOW is bad.
In the tragic and extreme case of the 2014 Isla Vista killings, a young man dubbed the king of the incels, Elliot Rodger, killed.
What did I just say? Elliot Rodger, king of the incel. There you go. This is why I'd like to talk as many incels down from being incels to being MGTOW. You don't need to see being a black pill incel ultimately ends on a rope or on something like this. And we don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I don't think any MGTOW wants to see any more of this occurring. We want you to just calm down, get some hobbies, get a dog, go to the gym, live for yourself. Don't be doing this. Don't be living for, oh, I can't get puniti. I'm going to get vengeance. No, that's not. Don't do that. Don't apply a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Killed 6 people and injured 14 others near UC Santa Barbara before killing himself.
Disturbing video. Rodger called it a day of retribution. Here's the latest.
Yeah.
Police say that.
Yeah. Don't be that guy. Okay. Don't be Elliot Rodgers. Don't do that. MGTOW disavows any acts of crime, any self-harming. Don't do that. MGTOW disavows that stuff. We're not black pill. We're not incels. We disavow Elliot Rodgers and anyone who's like that. We disavow that.
There are at least 10 crime scenes, 7.
And I say this as a MGTOW confirmed bachelor. So.
People dead, including Rodger, son of a Hollywood director.
So this ideology.
Oh, he's a son of a Hollywood sexual. Isn't that interesting?
Can be and has been very dangerous. Its overlap with the black pill movement is not complete, but there are striking similarities.
There is nothing dangerous about men going their own way. The philosophy does not promote hatred or violence against women. It simply promotes men walking away from dating, marriage, and relationships for many reasons. For example,
what are we doing? Yeah, I was going to say there is some overlap, but there's not much. There's not much overlap. There's a very little bit of overlap.
How poorly men are treated in the court system, high divorce rates, Western women being extremely entitled, and treating men poorly in general. Just because there are some overlaps between men going their own way and black pill doesn't mean they are the same. Speaking about them as if they are the same only leads to confusion.
Anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to
The Modern King.
for exclusive content.
If you enjoyed this video, you will
I have to say, he's pretty good at that. At that editing out someone else's video and saying subscribe to him. He's pretty good at that. Let's see. Exit full screen. So yeah, I saw this video about a month ago and I was going to react and I just haven't had time to stream. Been busy, so. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen this chick before. I've seen Chronic and I've seen Hammerhand roast her. So I don't know who this chick is. It looks like her channel would probably be probably a gold mine of content. Unfortunately, excuse me. Unfortunately, I don't know what her channel is right at the moment. All right, so I think we're done with that. Stop sharing. Okay, what else? I think we're done with that one. I don't know if I want to respond to this. I don't know if I want to respond to that right now. Oops, almost closed StreamYard. Oops. Let's see what else we got. Shoot, where is it? What video is this? Come on. No, that's not it. Do, 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 do. Maybe it's this. No, no, that's not what it was. Nope. Oh, there it is. There it is. If you've ever watched the Greg Adams show, you'll recognize the last little bit of this.
And here's a secret that many guys don't know, especially in today's day and age, is that women love nice guys. We may not understand how much we love and appreciate them until we're a little older, and we've gotten that sort of asshole phase out of our systems. I'd say by
Translation:
our late
we're done riding the CC. Let's translate to reality here. Done riding the cock carousel. Now we're ready for a nice guy, beta bucks provider. Sure, okay.
20s, early 30s is the point in our lives when we're just exhausted by the jerks and we have no time in our lives anymore for them. So we really start looking for men who we know will be great long-term partners.
The jerks that you picked, right?
AKA nice guys, right? And that's you. And that's you.
And that's you.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Big wide.
Shut up, Ryan Reynolds. Go away. No. Come on, let's go. Bruh.
And here's a secret that many guys don't know, especially in today's day and age, is that women love nice guys.
Yeah, right.
We may not understand how much we love and appreciate them until we're a little older, and we've gotten that sort of asshole phase out of our systems. Partners, aka nice guys, right? And that's you. And that's you. Right? And that's you. And that's you. And here's a secret that many guys don't know, especially in
Yeah, if you've ever watched the Coach Greg Adams show, you should recognize that last little bit. And that's you. What else we got here? Need to get some more sound bites on here. Come on. My internet's still being slow. Thought this one was kind of funny.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Big
Go
wide.
away, Ryan Reynolds. I don't know what I'm going to use that one for, but I thought it was kind of funny. All We got Ryan Reynolds back again. All right, we got Skeletor saying, "Silence, you fool."
Silence, you fool.
There we go. Come on.
Silence, you fool. Silence, you fool.
All right, this next one is from the Imus in the Morning Show. Remember hearing this back in the day live. Maybe not this exact show, but he used this sound bite all the time. Come on, let's go.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I love that scene. At some point, I'm going to do a stream on this here. I wanted to watch the coming incel revolution video by What If, I guess his name is What If Alt Hist. I thought it was What If All This or something. I don't know. I guess it's What If Alt Hist, whatever. I wanted to watch his video, and I wasn't necessarily going to respond to it because there's not a lot I disagree with on it. There's some I disagree with, but it wasn't enough I was going to respond. But this guy here, this Dizzy Sendai or Sendal or whatever the hell his name is, he decided to make an hour-long reaction to this. And he's kind of an idiot. And this came up in the algorithm before What If Alt Hist, his video came up. So I ended up watching his reaction video, and I think I'm going to respond to that, but I'm not going to respond to it today. That's going to be pretty soon here, though. Let's see here.
What do you think the loudest sound ever produced on Earth was? Surprisingly, it was the Krakatoa volcano explosion that occurred in 1883, producing a sound that was measured at around 310 decibels. To truly
Krakatoa, that sounds Polynesian. Just saying.
Understand that number, if you were within 100 miles away from that sound, you would possibly die from the shockwave.
Good heavens.
Guaranteed deafness and damage.
You were within 100 miles of Krakatoa, you would have either gone deaf or died. Wow.
Organs. In other words, if the sound came from New York City, everyone within this circle would possibly die or be permanently deaf. In fact, when this explosion...
Hold up a minute. Let's full screen that. Let's full screen that and back it up a little bit.
Or be permanently deaf. In fact, when this explosion occurred, everyone within this area of the world could clearly hear the sound,
Oh,
with
wow.
people in Perth, Australia saying they heard what sounded like gunshots. And for a sound that took many
Damn.
hours traveling thousands of miles, it isn't something any of us
Look at
could
that.
truly comprehend. What do you think the loudest sound
That's hard to comprehend.
ever produced on Earth was? Surprisingly, it was the Krakatoa volcano explosion that occurred in 1883, producing a sound that was measured at around 310 decibels. To truly understand that number, if you were within 100 miles away from that sound, you would possibly die from the shockwave,
Good
with
heavens.
guaranteed deafness and damaged organs. In other words, if the sound came from New York City, everyone within this circle would possibly.
Look at that. So if you're in New York, Boston, New Jersey, pretty much the entire state of New Jersey, Philadelphia, damn, that's like a pretty big area there. That's millions of people would have if there was the Krakatoa volcano where New York City is. Damn. That's pretty intense.
Die or be permanently deaf. In fact, when this explosion occurred, everyone within this area of the world could clearly hear the sound, with people in.
So pretty much the entire nation of India, the entire nation of China, about a third of Russia, all of the Philippines, all of Australia, all possibly people, if there were scientists. I don't think there weren't scientists back in 1883 in Australia, but assuming there had been, if they were in that part of Antarctica, they would have heard that. All of Southeast Asia, yeah, that whole part of the world, probably all the way to Hawaii. I'm not sure. I can't see. I'm thinking that probably covers all the way to Hawaii, though. All these people were reporting hearing at least gunshots in noise when Krakatoa went off. At least gunshots, if not louder.
In Perth, Australia, saying they heard what sounded like gunshots. And for a
That's
sound
crazy.
that took many hours traveling thousands of miles, it isn't something any of us could truly comprehend. What do you think the.
That's hard to imagine how anybody in that area survived. I mean, I guess, yeah, within 100 miles, people died of that. That's crazy. Yeah, nature is pretty amazing sometimes. Let's see here. Think I'm gonna probably call it an evening. Bro. Okay, I don't need this whole song. Think. I'm going to be playing a lot more music, I think, when I get on Rumble. I think that's about where it needs to be. Yeah, I think that's about where it needs to be. Just going to play a little bit of this. So I think this will be good music here. Anticipating starting to stream again. I'm back for more. Well, I think that about does it for the evening. So take it easy, Zombie Bomb. Take it easy, YouTube. Peace out. End stream.